Before trying anything new, you often feel a mix of fascination and anxiety. What if it's a mistake? What if I'm disappointed? What if people try to kill me?
And while hitchhiking for the first time, you might experience similar doubts. Is my thumb big enough? Am I good at this, But fortunately, I have hitchhiked more than 1,000 cars in my life, and I know all the advice you need in order to get started in the best conditions possible.
I remember that, when I was 17, I also thought hitchhiking was something very exotic. I had just watched Into the Wild, a few conferences about traveling like this, read the book of a French guy who hitchhiked around the world for 5 years, and one day, I was just sitting with my computer at the public library of my city when a woman arrived with her backpack. She was looking for a computer, but none was available. I was curious, I had a computer, so I invited her to use mine. Of course, she was a hitchhiker, and as she was okay for me to interview her about her practice, I got all the advice I needed to start. A few days later, I was hitchhiking for the first time, and still today, I think her advice are the ones you need to get started.
And now, I think we should do a top 5 of the best advice from this random hitchhiker. Number 1, if you are scared to travel alone, just go with a friend you trust. Number 2, if you are scared that no one picks you up and that you will never reach your destination, just go with a tiny distance.
Even better if you have someone waiting for you. Number 3, start on a sunny day. Number 4,
of course, it's better if you start in a country where you do speak the language. Du coup, moi je suis français.
And number 5, visit websites like hitchwiki.org, which is the Wikipedia of hitchhiking, Hitchmap, or some amazing series of tutorials about hitchhiking on YouTube to get more knowledge about how to hitchhike. To those pieces of advice, I would add some extra ideas.
The first would be to choose well who you tell about your projects. I mean, don't tell your parents because, for example, I knew that before starting, I knew that my parents wouldn't be that open about hitchhiking, and I still wanted to do my experience. So telling them would just stress them and put extra stress on my shoulders. I didn't want that. But having an emergency contact is really important. And therefore, I choose to only tell one friend who was simply very chill about hitchhiking, about the idea of hitchhiking because she had no experience. And as my first trip went extremely well, I was just texting her, okay, so everything is amazing, everything is fine, wow, guess what, something happened, it's great. And when I finally went back home, I was in the same mood and I told everything to my parents and I was like, oh, this was amazing, this person was great. And therefore my parents also started to trust me, to be convinced that everything was amazing. And
since then, I kept on traveling, and after only 3 days on the road, I did 5 days, then 3 days but abroad, then 10 days. The main idea is to do it step by step, to always keep the right amount of challenge for you. But of course, if you feel like crossing up to 10 countries from the very beginning, just do it. When I took part of the hitchhiking competition Autostop, many of the people who hitchhiked from Poland to Greece were raising their thumbs for the first time. So you can note that starting with a hitchhiking event is also a great idea.
The important is to know your expectations and then to plan something that matches what you feel like doing.
It's just like in the gym. You will start with easy exercises, and with practice, you will get to more impressive stuff. And of course, the best way to have an incredible experience is to subscribe to my channel and to watch my tutorials explaining the different hitchhiking techniques.
Well, thanks a lot for watching and see you on the road.